Okay, so I bought this foam clay back when I developed an allergy to my regular clay, you know, epoxy sculpt. And I never really like gave it a chance because it's weird. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give it a chance today because we shouldn't rule it out just because it's a little bit weird. I'm a little bit weird. Anyways, so what should I make with this foam clay? How about something I've never made before? You know, an octopus? Great idea, Ashley. Let's do an octopus because I've never done that before. Lied, the Ashley of lies. Actually, I'm gonna be honest with you. I made this octopus because I was doing a collab with Andrew White on TikTok, who's a really great content creator, so I'll tag him below. But he wanted me to be a part of his skit, so I needed something that I could easily make without too many, I don't know, edits. So I went with an octopus because I've done octopuses before. Straight, I lied to you. Not that you haven't seen my octopus. Anyways, so that's why I made this octopus. But don't worry, we add more to it than just, it's not just gonna be an octopus. That would be boring. I gotta add something. But unfortunately, I'm still painting it. So let's speed this up, Ashley. Hurry up. Yeah, poke it with the Q-tip and show off the, why am I showing this? You can't even tell what I'm painting on there. Whew, okay, I'm done. Let's move on to the other bits. Any minute now. Okay, there's the other bits. Sure, I'm gonna build a frame around my octopus. It's gonna be a frame of puss. I don't even know why I'm showing you me cutting this stuff other than this is really satisfying. I do like a good plastic peel. It's like when you get a new screen and you get to peel it all off. Oh yeah, it's the best. All right, and then I glue my octopus, smack dab in the middle, but we need some sparkly things around the edges. Whoa, too many sparkly things. I don't think that's sparkly enough, Ashley. Those are rocks. All right, less sparkly things, but still sparkly. There we go. Perfect. Oh, look, I guess I approve. Ashley approves this message. Anyways, so I added some water and I want my octopus to look like he's inking all over. So I'm adding this glow in the dark powder. You know, like we scared him. He's a little scared-a-puss. It's okay. He's just a baby. He can't help it. And now we're going to add the shiny things back. But you already basically saw me do this before, so I'm gonna speed through it. Whee! Okay, then we add some more water. I'm bored. Let's just get to the end where we have all the water done. Bam! Now I'm adding some paint. And don't worry, we're not done yet. We're gonna add some lights, but don't tell anyone. First, we gotta get through me painting, which is taking forever. Come on. Now we're sanding. What is this? Hurry it up, Ashley. We're losing them. All right, I added some wood around the edges to make a box. You don't need to see all the details, but there's my box. And hold on. Shwabam! Did I make the octopus disappear? Nope, I made it into a mirror. Here's me proving that it's a mirror with my fingers sausages. Hi. Don't worry, the octopus is still there. I just spray painted the back of the glass to make it a mirror. And I'm gonna try to make, you know, like one of those infinity mirrors. But disclaimer, I've never made one before and I didn't even look up how to make one. I just assume I knew in my brain knowledge of how to do it. Maybe I should have looked up a tutorial. But you know, two mirrors facing each other with some lights. Can't be that hard, right? That's what I'm doing. I'm gluing some lights in between. In between what? Well, you haven't seen the other mirror yet, but it's coming. Don't worry, it's coming. Any minute now. Nope, still gluing lights. Oh, but I had to cut the lights because I was tired of adding lights and it was too long. And look, you can see through the mirror. So I decided to add these little ripples behind our octopus. Was it a mistake? Yeah, it probably was now that I'm looking back on it. Because it doesn't add much to the front. Oh, look, there's the mirror I was talking about. I told you it was coming. I wouldn't lie. And because this is a fancy box, I'm covering the back, but these gaps are not fancy. So I got to cover up those gaps. Covering up your gaps make you way more fancy. I like to live by that rule in my daily life. Oh, look, I cut this one out to fit the little circle thing. But you know what? It's still not as fancy. It could be fancier. And what would make it fancier? Fancy corners. And it's not because I have a whole box of these corners and I'm just trying to use them up. No, it's because it makes our octopus 72% more fancy. And we all could use 72% more fancy in our lives. Look at that fancy octopus. What do you guys think? She's so fancy. Hold on, let me turn off the lights. Ooh, remember our octopus glows? Because she inked herself. But it's okay, we still love her. Even if I'm not in love with her infinity mirror. Anyways, on to the next octopus. So I bought like a 10-pack of these hexagon canvases and I didn't realize that there's little hexagon canvases inside the big hexagon canvas. It's canvas inception. I love a bonus canvas. So I decided to paint something simple, like this smiley face. There, done. It's a masterpiece. I'm just kidding. For some reason, I still have an octopus itch. So to itch that itch, I'm gonna make some more octopuses. Octopi? Octopuses. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't be telling people that I have an itchy octopus. They're gonna look at me weird. And people already look at me pretty weird. Okay, this conversation's going way downhill. Let's start over. Hi, I'm Ashley, and I don't have an itchy octopus, but I'm gonna make an octopus on this hexagon canvas. Yes, totally nailed that intro. And so I sketched out an octopus, but I hated it. So I sketched out a second octopus, and it looked a lot like the first one, and third time's a charm, so I ended up with this one, and transferred it onto my canvas using the scribble method. Yeah, I could use carbon paper, but this is so much more fun. Stop being a fun killer. And I know you can't see it, but trust me, it's there. So I just outlined my octopus, and then the fun part, adding the clay. I got 1 leg, 2 legs, 3 legs, and upside down 4th leg. And I'm bored, so let's speed these up. There, 8 legs. Now for the teeny tiny suction cups, which is also boring, but I think it's more satisfying to see it all sped up. So here you go. Oh yeah, look at all those suction cups. It totally sucks. Get it? It sucks. Okay, bad joke. Let's move on. So I'm just adding some highlights and some colorful stuff and some shadows. And then I'm filling in these suction cups with some darker stuff and then wiping it away, and added some other colors. I mean, what color is an octopus really? Like, they're not really red, but they're not really pink. What is that like in between color? And they're not all that color. Can they change colors? I feel like I think I've read that somewhere where octopuses can change colors. I mean, look, I could Google it, but you know, I'm lazy. And what would I talk to you about? How I wish I could change the color of my hair like an octopus whenever I want to? That would be cool. Yep, that would have been a way better conversation. But look at that, we're out of time because now I have to show off the finished product. And there he is in the sunlight. And here he is not in the sunlight. Get up in there with all those details. Oh, that's a little too close. Well, let's just back up and give him some space. And what do you guys think? I think I still have an octopus itch, so expect a couple more octopuses from me. Unless they make an ointment for that. Look how cute this frame is. I picked it up at a thrift store for like $5. Let's just pick that cat hair off. And the family's cute, but I don't know any of these people, so let's make art out of it. Could you imagine if you just kept the pictures that come in frames? And when somebody comes over, you just make up a fake family? And you're like, yeah, that's my cousin Bobo and Auntie M. No, those aren't made up names. They aren't weird. You're weird for questioning my family. Get out of my house, you weirdo. Okay, but what a great way to keep people from visiting your house again. Always make them question your sanity. Because people who have their life all together scare me way more than people who don't. Who has their life all together? Not me. And if you do, you're either lying to yourself or you're way too good to talk to me. I'm going to be intimidated and you need to get out of my house because it's stressing me out. You amazingly put together human. Anyway, I should probably talk a little bit about what I'm doing here. So if you've noticed, I put an octopus on this frame. You see in my last octopus video, I'd mentioned putting an octopus on a piece of glass, and you super smart people suggested that I used a picture frame. And I don't know why I didn't think of that. You all are obviously more put together than I am. So that's what I'm doing. Octopus on frame. But this gross felt is coming off anyways, so I'm just gonna help it along. Okay, so I have this super old epoxy. Does this stuff go bad because it's been sitting there for a while? Look, I don't know how to use epoxy very well, so hold off your judgment, you judgy people. Make judgersons. I'm just kidding. The people who are judging are the ones with their lives put together, and we already kicked those people out of my house, so it's just you and me now, hopefully. Unless I missed a few judgy people in the corner. In which case, what are you doing here? Anyways, just ignore them. So this thing took a lot more epoxy than I expected. By the end, I was mixing it in the big cup rather than the itty bitty tiny cups. But since I was doing it in layers, I decided to put some paint in to add some depth. Like these swirly marks. Although now it's kind of looking like a cloud octopus. I don't know. I think it's fine. I'm going with that sea debris that looks like clouds. Like I said, it's fine. I'm sure there's sea debris in the ocean that looks like clouds. The ocean's big. Anyways, one last coat of epoxy and I'm done, sort of. When I took off the back, I took off the hook, so I need to add something to hang this on the wall. There's something. Hopefully it'll hold. Let's test it. It feels pretty sturdy. I think it'll be fine. But what do you guys think? And what do you think, Emily? Hey, too close. Oh, by the way, it glows in the dark. Hey, it's me, the octopus lady who can't stop making octopus art. Yeah, I'm sorry for flooding your FYP page with octopuses, so I'm gonna try to get them all out in this one video, because I have a lot of footage of me making octopuses. And trust me, nobody wants to see me make that many octopuses. And then we can move on to Halloween, because that's definitely my next obsession. Oh no, my mind's already gone to Halloween octopuses. I could make a ghost and a witch and a Frankenstein octopus. Somebody has to stop me like now. This is just, it's getting out of hand. This is too many octopuses. And I'm sure everybody is tired of me talking about octopuses. What am I even supposed to say? I've said it all already in all my other videos about octopuses. Look, I even merged mushrooms with this one. My other obsession. And look, here it is all finished. And hold on, there are more octopus paintings to show you. Whether or not you leave now, that's up to you. You can pretend like this is the video and we're done. Because here I am making another octopus. Imagine that. But this one's actually different. You just wait. I didn't mean for this to happen, but she turns into a cupcake octopus. Look at her little cherry on top. Does she only have have 3 arms? Yes, but the other ones are hiding. You just can't see them. Or maybe she's an ice cream octopus. A creamopus? Ooh, I don't like that name. Let's just go back to cupcake. She's a cakeopus. An octocupopus. She's a cupcakeopus. Next up, we have a glitterpuss, known to shoot glitter instead of ink at its enemies. You know what? Glitter is way more of a weapon than ink anyway. And I'm tired of editing videos, so I'm just gonna show you the final pusses. Here's the glitter puss mentioned before. Here's an octopus on a piece of wood. And look, this puss can stand up like this. It's a standing puss. And then we have an octopussy inside of a shell. See what I did there? It's a puss. No need to spend money on a turntable when you have a cat tail to turn your art. Come on guys, get a room. Excuse me. And then last but not least, we had the mushroom puss. Because you know I'm obsessed with mushrooms and octopuses, so I merged the two. Which octopus was your favorite? I think I like the cupcakeopus. Or maybe I just like saying cupcakeopus. All right, you knew what was gonna happen. I'm painting Halloween octopuses. They're spooky pusses. Ooh, do they have tentacles? Anyways, I'm making 3 of them. And this first one is a trick-or-treating octopus. It's a treatopus. Think about how much candy a treatopus could hold. Look, I realize that this treatopus only has 6 arms, but you just can't see the other 2. They're behind him. So at some point, I hated the colors that were going on here, and I sanded it down and repainted it. Look, sometimes things don't go as planned, and that's okay. We just paint over them and pretend like they don't exist. Because they don't. Here we go, round 2. So if an octopus came to your door, would you put candy in each one of his bags? Or do you only put candy in one of them? Look, if an octopus came to my door, I'm a big fan. And I would just give him the whole bowl because he deserves it. I mean, screw whatever human child is behind him. Sorry, we're out of candy. It all went to the octopus. Next time, be an octopus. Oh, that's physically impossible? We'll try harder. Okay, next up, we have a witchopus. And don't worry, I'll show you what these all look like at the end. But hold up, what are you doing? Are you skipping forward? I'm watching you. Okay, if you really want to, come, but you're gonna miss everything else. Like me painting this witchopus and then painting over this witchopus because I hate the colors in my life. Okay, maybe not my life, but definitely the colors. Why am I so indecisive? Here we go for round 2. So what kind of sea creature would be the witchopus's black cat? I mean, the obvious answer would be a catfish, but aren't they like lake creatures and not ocean creatures? For some reason, I'm seeing a pufferfish. I know they're not black, but I feel like they'd be sassy like a black cat, right? And if you get too close, they like scratch you. Only that would kill you. Anyways, next up is our ghostopus, phantompus, spiritopus, a hauntopus. So why is it that other animals don't become ghosts? I mean, maybe they do, but there's not a whole lot of stories about ghosts being animals, except for maybe a cat or a dog. But what about all the goldfish that die? Would their ghosts go down in the sewer where you flush their dead little fishy body? Or would it just haunt the fishbowl? And all the goldfish after it would be super traumatized from their goldfish ghost encounters. Maybe that's why we think that they have a 10-second memory, because they're just trying to forget what they saw. And they don't live very long because they have heart attacks from all the ghost scares. It's just my theory. And we're done. Check out my 3 Halloweenopusses. What do you guys think?